What's up? It's your boy Tay Speaks.
What's good? It's your boy D Norvell.
And we back with another episode of Juice 901. JUICE.
Bow.
Oh.
Got something different today.
Turn me up, Jack.
Something different today.
Turn me up, Jack.
What you think about this?
Hold up. Okay. Oh. Okay.
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 Hey.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Getting ready to test your lyrical prowess.
Okay.
Hit him, Tay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Test my lyrical ability on any beat. I guaranteed I smash. Every time I'm like Incredible, I do the dash. Every time I get on the beat, you know I devour any MC up on the beat. They ain't C&T to the E. Guaranteed I make the dots connect. Straight up out of Memphis at the projects. Nah, actually ain't the projects. 30127. Let me talk to you, cause my neighborhood was like heaven. We went to Tresman. We went to walking home. We used to walk past Walker Homes and Ridgecrest. I kind of messed up them words, but say less. It's a freestyle. This is something y'all can't do best. Like me, like T to the E. Some call me D. When I was 13, they called me D Breezy. That's real talk. I do this rapping thing easy. Lyrical ability is crazy. I know you see it. I know you feel it through these lyrics. Every time I hop on the beat, you know that I kill it. Let me go and slow down and make my rounds. I do this rapping thing all day like I'm out of town. Rapping for Jay-Z. Tell him he can sign me right now for like $3 million. Nah, I'm playing. You can sign me free for the first 10 months, and then I need all my money recouped. You know how I do it like Snoop. Y'all just smoking weed like Snoop. But you know just how I do for your crew. I can get my crew, we can rendezvous around 2. Shout out to Big and shout out C4. He caught that vodka. He from New York, right? I don't know.
He ain't from New York.
He is?
He from the islands.
He from the islands. Okay, let me bring it back. J Money from New York.
Yeah.
It me gonna get like Smack. He from New York, bro.
Oh.
That's URL battles. If you ain't catch that, guarantee we like the cattle. We try to scoop you up and then we take it off. No kidnapping, but my flow is really from the north. That side of Memphis, I'm a west side, baby. 30127, and I'm riding and I slide up in the latest and I keep on and I pull your old lady. I hop on any beat, you know I'm guaranteed to go crazy. Every time I catch the beat, you better ask about me. I be going in, my y'all boy just really childish. I can get a whole beat, you give me the whole 30 minutes. I'ma go in like I never really rap. Like I never spit or written, but I'm going in like I just be killing and I'm stealing on these beats. You better ask about me. Guaranteed I'm going in. Y'all just extra child. And y'all just extra riding. And you can keep the beat going. I'm going to keep on flowing. Guaranteed. I ain't never mess it up. I be going in like Donald Trump. And that ain't no good thing. Well, at his side. But I be really going in because I'm about the north side. And I just keep on riding. I just keep on gliding. I'm looking at y'all cars and my car outside it. And when I get the beat, guaranteed I'm vibing. You with Juice 901 until you really keep it live. Hey, speak. Ha!
Oh my God. You know, I had this carefully crafted hook, and you know I was gonna give it.
I was waiting you to jump in,
and then it started, and you started, and I was like, you know what? You know, as a black man, I gotta let a black man shine when he's shining.
Shout out to it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Oh, is it? It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Yeah.
You just cared about mental health, bro. That's all it was.
That's all
I appreciate that, black man.
No, man, that was hard. Give flowers where flowers are due. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
No, real talk. Those are the kind of beats I'm looking for, and those kind of beats that don't make you Memphis.
Don't make you Memphis.
Those are the kinds of beats I'm looking for, but those are the beats that I don't hear in Memphis.
Okay, you don't hear them often. Okay.
I don't hear really at all. If you make them, send them. But I don't.
I'm sure there's some. Well, okay, like mainstream Memphis isn't really like that.
I mean, it ain't even gotta be mainstream. It's just when you run across certain producers, you know, people who make beats or whatnot. Like it's not as many as you would like it to be. And though the people who make those beats are typically the ones who are sometiming with the beats.
Okay.
Those people, this is a fact, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. The people who are typically the coldest with the beats are never really consistent like that.
Actually, I believe that because you know they say the people who find success were never really looking for it. I mean, of course, that's not always, you know, but I do believe that. But y'all, look, welcome back to another episode of Juice 901 Podcast. As always, thank y'all for tuning in with us.
Official podcast in Memphis.
And as you can tell, there's only 2/3 of us here today, you know? So Anissa's out, but guess what? She's with us in spirit. Everybody give a hand clap for Anissa. Finger snaps. This is what she would do. She'd do some stuff like this. And even though she's not with us here in spirit today, we will make sure that she is with us, and y'all get some time to hear what she had to say. She left a message for y'all, so we're gonna make sure we portray it accurately. But no, as always, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Juice 901. Y'all really have been showing a lot of love. I'll say on all platforms, for real. On YouTube, we're starting to get really nice viewership on there.
And we can't forget that. My bad, Juice 901. Happy birthday to Juice 901.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What is it? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're not on my level, brother. Happy birthday.
I got you. I wanna say happy
birthday to you. We can't both do that part.
I'm Beyonce in the group, bro. I am Cisco.
All right, I am. No, y'all. It's Juice 901's birthday today.
I am the lead singer, bro. Respect me, bro.
The lead singer is crazy. I'm Kelly Rowland.
Got the juice.
You can be Beyonce. I just want to be Kelly Rowland. We're still waiting to get that interview, by the way. But no, no, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Juice 901. Another year around the sun with us. We appreciate everybody who's joined us this year. Content's going to continue to keep rolling out. But today, we've got a show packed full of interesting things, right?
Juice 901 turns 8, by the way. It is 8, right?
8 years old. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20. Yeah.
Juice 901 turns 8 years old.
8 years old. On a decade, we're going to have 45 million subscribers at a decade. But today, y'all, we want to talk about some serious things before we get into the old goofhead / interesting segments, whatever. Mm-hmm. But we all know that right now there are a lot of things going on around the world that are concerning and that can really be stressful. And in this Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, we believe in talking about our feelings and talking about, real problems and how we can help be a problem solver. But anyway, in California right now, we know that there's a lot of protests going on. We know that, with all these ICE raids and the method in which they're being taken and done or whatever, that people are not very happy. And it's interesting, Tay, the response that we've been getting from the executive, from our president. And I'm really interested in picking your brain and figuring out what is the line that a president should take, regardless of if it's Trump or whoever else. What's the line you should take where even if you don't agree with the overall reason for a protest, what's the line you should take to ensure that all citizens feel like their rights are being protected?
I mean, it goes about regular laws. I mean, if it's a peaceful protest, then you let them protest. It doesn't matter what it's about per se. Now, if you're harming other people in the process, so if you're harming other people in the process, it's a different story. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of back and forth between what's going on in California and what's going on now. According to what the president is saying and his team, opposed to what the governor of California is saying. It's two different stories. A lot of people in California, some people in California are saying it's getting blown out of proportion. President Trump is saying that it's a
insurrection.
Yeah, and you spit, we hit, and all that. So it's like I don't. Long story short, what is the line? I think that you should protect basic human rights. If I'm protesting the way that this couch is turned, if I'm not causing disruption, then this is my legal right to protest that.
Absolutely.
You have people protesting the stuff, and it was in front of my job actually. You had the
Palestinian
people, the people who drive the plane, pilots. The pilots out there protesting about 2 weeks ago. Then you had the people before that. You had them protesting in front of by the University of Memphis in the Kroger Plaza about the Elon Musk bringing the supercomputers to Memphis. Mm-hmm. So it's like we have a voice that we can use. It's a freedom of speech. Does freedom of speech come with stipulations of 1,000%? But What's the line? I think if you're not harming anybody, let them do them.
I think, man, yeah, freedom of speech, freedom of right to assembly, all that stuff, to be together and to speak on what we think is right. And I'm all for having law enforcement and making sure that these things are done peacefully. And when there are people that cause disruption, because there obviously are, right? I mean, if you've watched social media, you've seen that there's people that have done things that they shouldn't do. Mm-hmm. And but the answer to doing that, the answer to that, right, is to let the local law enforcement take care of it until local law enforcement and the governor of that state indicates that, okay, we may need some assistance in taking care of something. And in my opinion, sending in troops, the National Guard, Marines, things of this nature to go in and to, I guess, be a show of force to intimidate people. That's just un-American. It's not what we should be doing. It's not what we should support. And in fact, you should be sending people from your administration down to figure out, okay, where's the disconnect? How can we actually get past whatever's going on? It should be more of like a emissary relationship rather than a show of force to shut you up. You know what I mean? And from the videos that I've seen, I mean, of course, media can be construed in different ways, right? But from me seeing videos of people, especially media, who are out there and simply covering the function and getting shot by rubber bullets and getting shot, by police officers and things with rubber bullets. And that's not a paintball, like that thing will kill you. That can kill you. Like getting shot with that's not okay. There is no universe in which that's okay. And I can't imagine the pressure that a lot of those officers have, because I guarantee you all of them don't agree with it. Right. And even if they do, I guarantee you maybe all of them don't agree in the manner in which they're having to execute their oath of office or whatever. But there's a line. And until people are willing to stand up and say, regardless of who you are, whether you be the governor, whether you're president, whatever, and regardless of whether or not I agree with your position, until we can stand up together and say no to that kind of stuff, I think the United States is going to start to fall off its pedestal, man. Honestly. I mean, you already see how other governments are looking at us, how other people, because it's just not, people are supposed to look up to our country as a role model, right? And right now it's hard to say that we're anything like that, anything close to that.
Look, man, I'm on the side of things where it's like, I pray for the best. I hope for the best. If we can't do nothing about it, we'll see what happens.
For sure.
Because we have a president who goes about things in an unorthodox way. It's nothing is normal about how Trump goes about mostly everything. I mean,
yeah, fact.
When he gets mad, he used to hop on X, Twitter, and now he has I forget what his website is called, but
it's called Truth Social.
Yeah, so when he gets mad, that's when he types it. So it's like we're dealing with a president. We're in completely new times, bro. I don't know if you ever saw House of Cards.
Yes, I've seen House of Cards.
But
don't spoil it because I haven't finished it.
Well, I didn't finish it either. It's like when bro got in trouble.
Yeah,
and it kind of went like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, when you take Kevin Spacey, I think is his name.
Yeah, Kevin. I think Spacey
you take a main character off the show. It kind of like throws off the storyline a little bit. But no, like, and crazy enough, like it's crazy. It's a lot. Like he was doing a lot. His character was doing a lot behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But in the front of the people, it was still a different story. Trump is probably doing a lot behind the camera. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably doing things that presidents need to do, but that gets overshadowed.
I'm not even talking about the president. Like, I'm saying, like, Kevin Spacey was living a whole different life. Like, if you ever saw House of Cards, Kevin Spacey was...
He was Two-Faced. Yeah.
No, he was evil.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, in the front, he had a certain persona in it. Yeah.
I think Trump just has the same face all around.
Mm.
But so the reality is, like, I think we're going through... We're at very interesting times. A lot of the black women are sitting out. It's like, well, that's who y'all voted for. I think they say their line is, we're the 92%. I think it's like, whatever goes on, that's what y'all voted for. I'm kind of in that same way. So it's like,
it's hard not to be that way, but then you also have to force yourself to have some level of compassion. But it is one of those things where you make your bed, you got to lay in it.
Yeah, because having compassion is like having compassion is what led to the. I'm 92%. I'm 72%. Like we know that's what led to that because it's it's years and years of compassion to the point where y'all just not seeing it, and now you telling me that one demographic voted way more, and y'all see what's going, okay.
And they suffering, and it's funny you mentioned that, and it's funny you mentioned Truth Social because, and again, y'all fact check me, please. If it's something not accurate and you disagree with it, fact check. It's all about having a discussion. All we do is have, as my barber would say, this dialogue.
I'm his barber.
No, you're not. This is dialogue, right? So this is from your Trump, your president, your executive. He says, our great farmers and people in the hotel and leisure business have been stating that our very aggressive policy on immigration is taking very good, long-time workers away from them, with those jobs being almost impossible to replace. In many cases, the criminals allowed into our country be the very stupid Biden. By the very stupid Biden open borders policy are applying for those jobs. This is not good. We must protect our farmers, but the criminals out of the USA. Changes are coming. So what I get from this is he's starting to realize that having these ICE raids that are attacking, people that are doing jobs traditionally, the immigrants that are traditionally doing jobs that normal everyday Americans don't want to do. He's starting to realize that that's hurting the country. You can't grab. I think even during these California protests, I saw a statistic where it said, it was actually another media organization that dropped it, but they dropped a statistic and they said, since the protests have started in California, over 400 people, it was actually the speech representative, Trump's speech representative, over 400 immigrants have been arrested alone just since these California protests have started. And it's funny when he drops messages like this saying that farmers are saying that we're now struggling because you're raiding our fields and raiding our employment. Construction companies are now struggling because of this. And it's like, man, what did you think was going to happen?
I think people are tired because it's something new every day. Nobody knows what to do really.
Yeah, facts.
News is coming out that, oh my God, we're on the edge. We're on the verge of this happening. We're on the verge of this happening. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what to expect. Nobody knows. Prices are still not down. The groceries are still high. Nobody know, and it's only speaking about getting worse than it is getting better.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what to do. So it's like, I think everybody is just tired. And I think it'll be really interesting to see how the next couple of years go. But I really want to see how I want to see how the world's going to be split up, or what political parties actually exist after Trump. And the reason that I say that is because people are upset about the Democrats. Mm-hmm. They feel that they're not doing enough. People are upset about Republicans because they feel like they do too much.
Yeah,
a lot of people are going to. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people are going to claim anything. And so it's like I think a lot of people are going to be voting independent, but we will see.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
Because it's like because like I said, it's Democrats. Like it's just Joe Biden, for example, waited so long to drop out of the race. Kamala had a month or two.
It wasn't long.
To try to win an entire election that she could have been campaigning on for like the past year or two.
Mm-hmm.
You got like a month or two to knock that out. So it's like it's not, and even the Democrats, like now it's like, I get the whole follow by the rule thing. I get it 1,000%. But what's hurting the Democrats is you tell me as a Democrat that you can't turn my water on in my house. A Republican tell me that I can get that on by tomorrow. And I look back at you like, well, how can they do it? Oh, well, they're not following policy, blah, blah. I get it 1,000%. And nobody wants any presidents that don't follow policy. But it's obviously some loophole somewhere that some of this stuff is happening, that this person can do this person can do this, and they can do this without any backlash, without being penalized at all. So it's like, what loopholes are they finding and they're not getting in trouble that y'all are afraid to get too close to?
Politics, man. I think even though, so yeah, there's a lot of talk right now about, the Democratic Party doesn't have a spine. That's the language they'll use. And what they mean by that is like the Democratic Party is not going to go out and play the same dirty game that they think. And I put dirty in quotation marks. I'm more moderate than anything, but I put dirty in quotation marks because that's what a lot of people say, that Republicans play a dirty game, right? Mm-hmm. And they say that Democrats are not willing to play the same game that Republicans play, which means that they'll never have an opportunity to win. And I get that. But it's politics, and I think Republicans also do the same thing. And what you'll notice is that as generations go on, and as culture shifts, and I don't just mean our culture, I mean like the United States culture shifts, and media highlight certain things, and populations are inflamed by different people are gonna take advantage of that. And I think right now the Republicans have just done a really good job of taking advantage of what piques people's interest. And I think that's ultimately why they won, is because Trump is the kind of person that says whatever comes to his mind. Yeah, no other former Republican president, no other former Democratic president has acted in the same way that he acts. I think he lacks decorum, but what I will say is that it's effective. Even though I disagree with it, it's effective, and he's targeted communities that I think traditionally other people haven't targeted. He's really focused on a base of people more in the rural communities, which he inflames with his rhetoric. So,
but again, I blame Biden.
It's politics, man. It's not just him. It's he has a whole thing.
Yeah. But I'm saying I blame Biden because, first of all, he shouldn't have been running for a second term. Let's go and get.
Oh man, here we go.
And second of all. So when you put that against, and you can't tell me, if we're sitting at the same show and you watching President Trump go against former President Biden, right? Mm-hmm. You can't tell me, oh yeah, Biden did a great job, and I'm looking at you like,
no, I mean, I'm objective. I am objective.
But that's the difference, though.
Yeah.
If you're going out in your blue, no pun intended, and you telling me, and you
I didn't realize that.
You telling, I had to make sure I ain't have on no red. Yeah. You telling me that, the water isn't dirty, mm-hmm. and I'm looking like,
yes, it is.
This is water and this is brown, bro. Like, what is going on? Like, but nah. It's like,
to be fair, though, it just Biden said it in a way that made him. He was stumbling. Right. And clearly he has, like, right now he's going through some health complications, God be with him, but he's going through health complications. And obviously that was probably impacting him then too. But Trump does the exact same things. And I think people are noticing that now. And it's funny that this tax bill that just got shut down, I'm glad it just got voted against, but that he was talking about pushing out. He said, we're not going to tax Medicaid. We're not going to tax, Social Security. We're going to stop doing taxes for all. And guess what? In that same bill, and when the guy who was over it had to testify, they were adding taxes to everything. And in fact, they increased taxes on the lowest tax bracket or whatever. I might be saying that wrong, but on like the lowest level of people making income, they also had a tax added. So, I mean, it's politics. People are going to play the game. I think right now, what we really need to focus on as far as these protests go in LA, in California, and really around the country, is protest peacefully. Make sure your voice is heard, but don't be one of those people that are inflamed and impassioned right now because there's something going on right now. Like, don't be the person that is passionate for a week and then a month from now you just give up, right? Like, if you have this energy now, you need to be consistent until whatever it is your goal is addressed, whether it be addressed fully or whether it be addressed partially or whatever. I mean, I appreciate the energy that's being given, and also I appreciate the people that are like, I don't have the energy to add to this. But regardless of whatever your position is, the president, the government should respect people's ability, respect people's right to get out and make their voices heard. But also those who are being violent need to understand that comes with consequences. And
they're up to that segment of Juice 901.
Man, what we got coming on next, man?
Man, we got check that with Speaks.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's random thoughts with Tay. Speaks.
It's random thoughts with Speaks. Yeah. Hey, it's random.
Back with the
Random. It's random thoughts with Speaks. Yeah,
hey, it's random thoughts with Speaks. This episode, I tell y'all,
it's random thoughts with Speaks.
the segment where I tell y'all what's been going on in my mind. Man.
It's random thoughts with Speaks.
And I just want to talk to y'all.
Hey, it's random thoughts with Speaks.
Speaks.
Yeah.
Hey, so, bro, I want to get into this, right?
Go ahead.
Man, beating up his headphone.
I just knocked my whole headphone.
You squeaking.
Yeah, don't worry about what I got going on this side.
But nah, this is more so a statement, bro.
Okay.
Because I find myself saying this often because it helped me. It helped me with finding the job process. It helped me with like multiple things, like, you know, just a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
What's for you will be. What's for you will be.
That's facts.
If you go for that job and you do not get it, guess what? It probably wasn't for you.
It wasn't meant for you.
If you go out to make the basketball team and you don't make it, this time might have just not been for you, and it's okay. So I think we talked about the whole process of what faith really means, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what faith is. Faith is being 100% okay with. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, then it wasn't for me, and I'm okay with it. So I think when you start to have that mindset, I think it just helps you in all categories of life, bro. And what's for you would be, bro. What's your thoughts about that?
I think you're right, and I think that's a mindset that also comes with maturity too, though, and prayer. So I agree with you. I think that you have to really look at things in perspective. And also, I think in that same category of what's for you is for you is no just means not today. You know what I mean? So even though you may not get it right now, you know, and you may not feel like, dang, it may not be for me, doesn't mean quit. It just means you just need to pivot. You know what I mean? And maybe look at it from a different angle and try it again. So I 1,000% think you're right with that.
I think I just find myself telling people that a lot more lately because it's so easy to stress when things are not going your way, especially like we're at the age where, you know, like we're falling into our careers. We're falling into the situations where we need more money. We're falling into like our bills are eating up 98% of our checks and we broke the same day we get paid. So it's like, it's a blessing to pay for that kind of stuff, but it can get stressful. So it's like, I think that I had to tell myself that a lot. Like especially when you're chasing a goal, like you're chasing a dream, like you're trying to pivot into a certain career, or you're trying to take a podcast off the ground, or you're taking the music off the ground, taking anything off the ground, taking certain exams. Like you just like, you know, it's easy to get mad and frustrated, but understand that the frustration doesn't help. You have to be like, you know, you have to tell yourself, if it's for me, it will be. Me. And if putting 100%, you can't halfway trust God. It's either you trust him or you don't. It's like if I say I trust you, then to a certain extent, I don't trust you then, bro. Yeah. I don't trust you. It's no trusting somebody is 100% or nothing.
That's facts.
So it's like, if I don't trust you,
that's actually a good way to. That's you're right. You're right.
It's 100% or nothing. It's like it's really no in between. Like trust has a very strict definition. Mm-hmm. Like I know what is the definition of trust? Let's actually break that down for the audience.
You gonna look it up?
Yeah.
No, you're right. I've actually never thought about it from that angle. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it's easy to say that you do trust somebody, but when you have to challenge yourself and think about it, what does it say? This is from dictionary.
Oxford language, whatever. Dictionary.com. Trust, a firm belief in trust, a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. An arrangement whereby a person, okay, I'm going off the thing, believe in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of. basically I can rely on you for something. I'm 100% in the ability to rely on you to do anything. Like I trust you to do it. Like I trust that this is gonna happen. I trust if I tell you to pick up my kid from daycare and I say I trust you with my kid. I mean, my kid's gonna come back 100% okay, mentally, physically, and spiritually, in all kinds of ways. Like I trust you around my kid. I trust you around the money. If I leave $10,000 right here, I trust that every dollar will be there when I get back. That's 100% trust. Now, if I trust it to a certain extent,
yeah,
I wouldn't leave no money around you.
That's facts.
If I trust you to a certain extent, I wouldn't leave $1 around you, bro. What I look like saying I trust you, but to a certain extent, and I leave like $900.
That's really not even trusting. That's like delegating. Like I'll delegate you to certain responsibilities. You know what I mean? Like that's putting people in a box. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's not even trust. Yeah,
it's like you don't leave your kid at home until you 100% trust that they know don't open the door for nobody. Don't touch that stove. Don't touch nothing. Don't put nothing in them plugs. Don't do nothing. I got your food in there. You can touch the microwave, but don't put certain things in the microwave. If I kind of don't trust you,
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it because I'm putting my house. I'm putting my kids. I'm putting everything at risk. I can lose everything by one bad not trusting. It's the same. Like I said, I think it works that way with God. If you tell God you want something, and you truly feel in your spirit that He's saying you can have it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
I think you're right.
You got to take away the timing of it.
I think you're right. And everybody knows at this point that I'm studying for the bar exam. It is a 10-week intensive thing. And we are only, I think, 5 weeks away from the test. And I still feel like I know nothing. I feel dumb. But it has a way of doing that. And everybody who's taken it before me says the exact same thing. It's going to do that. And even if I don't pass, which I will, but even if I don't pass in the first time, I'm not going to give up. But one of the professors we do these tutoring, basically instructive programs that help coach you through the bar exam. And one of the coaches said something that stuck with me. And it was like, your mindset, even if you don't pass, your mindset plays a big portion into it. And it says you need to look at things not as I have to do this, I have to do that. You need to look at it as I get to do this. I get to do that. And every time I get up and I actually study now, I actually think about that out, like to myself. I sometimes say it to myself. When I feel myself getting frustrated, I'll stop and I'll like close my eyes and I'll say that like I get to do this. I should be happy because I'm in a position where I've graduated law school now. Most people don't even get the chance to take the test. You know what I mean?
You say your professor told you that?
Yeah, the one on the site.
I agree 1,000%, bro. When I'm in the gym and I'm working out, I have changed my perspective and I started saying, Lord, thank you for the ability to work out.
Right.
Lord, thank you for my body. Thank you for my health. Because like when you on that treadmill or you on a Stairmaster or you lifting, you don't realize how much you're taking for granted until you get really sick and you can't do it, or until you lose a limb and you can't do it,
right.
Until you going through certain diseases or anything like you can't do it. And it's like you start to miss it and you realize how much you could have been doing something. And it's like, we have it so good. Even much better than we think we do when things are bad. So when things are bad, it's like you said, I get to do this. I get to make a better decision. I get to get up and do something else. I think it's really important that you remind yourself of that, man, because it's really easy to beat yourself down and be like, I got to do this. I got to do this. It's like, bro, this right here, this is time consuming.
Yeah.
This is very like you said, you got exam, you got bar coming up. I got to work in the morning. I gotta do something else. We're planning weddings. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot on top of a lot, but it's like
I'm helping 2 different people move this week. I'm helping my sister and her sister move. So yeah, I mean,
but you get to the fact that it's like it's just all around. Just you get to do it, and it's like just picture your life and none of this in it.
Yeah. So the next time y'all are sitting around and you're like, man, I hate that I have to do this. No, you get to do this. So be happy that you have an opportunity to do it because other people who want to be in your position can't.
There we go.
Yeah. You're in a position where you once prayed for, so be happy that you're there.
Let's get it.
Point blank, period. All right. What's next, man? What we got going on?
Who did it? What would you do?
I don't know.
But I want to know, dang.
Yeah. Huh? You sound like, what the hell are you? That's what you sound like right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Just go. Go. Go.
Yeah. Hey. Is it a
fat
or is it a fable?
A fable?
Or is it a fat?
Whoa.
Fable?
Is it a fact? Fable.
Fact.
Fable.
Fact.
Fable.
Fact.
Fable.
Fact.
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 Fable.
Fact.
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 Fable.
I don't know. Yeah. But I gotta know. Dang.
I do.
I don't know. But I gotta know. Dang. Yeah. I don't know. Wait.
But I gotta know.
I got this new segment, y'all. Y'all know what it is?
5, 4, 3,
Hey,
2, 1.
what would you do?
Let's go.
What would you do?
Let's get. What would you do? What would you?
What would you? What would you?
What would you do?
I don't know. Hey, but I gotta know. Dang.
But I gotta know.
Dang.
But I gotta know. Dang.
Yeah, man, I can't wait till we can actually get these things like professionally filmed and vocal.
Oh.
It's gonna be so cool to hear all the different
Facts.
No, dang.
Random fact.
Mama.
You know what
my
I'm
bad.
miss?
What?
The food trucks. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, the good thing about this area is you got all the food around you that you need,
Touche.
and you ain't got to worry about getting shot.
That is also good.
But also, we do have crackheads.
Okay. All right. That makes me feel not better at all. But go ahead.
So there's a local one. I'm going to call him a user. I'm not going to call him a crackhead. There's a local user. His name's Willie. He's been around here for years. You know.
Is Willie paying for promo?
No.
Then let's keep going.
Willie actually pulled a knife on somebody recently.
Oh, we're not talking about Willie. Shout out to Willie. He's a nice guy. Well, what we talking about today, bro?
Man, y'all already know what we're doing, man. We're playing the game.
Time to play the game.
We're time to play the game. I don't know. I put a D there instead of a G. Y'all already know what we're playing, man. We're going to play the game of what would you do. I promise I'm going to do a fact or fable. Maybe some dad jokes coming up here soon. I promise. I'm only doing what y'all are asking for. So, don't be mad at me. But we're going to play a game called What Would You Do? And as always, What Would You Do is a game where I, your host, D. Norvell, am going to give you all, special people, a scenario. And Mr. Tay,
speaks.
You're going to have to tell me what would you do under time pressure in this scenario. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
People, are you ready?
Ready?
Alrighty, let's close your eyes and we're going to go into the zone. Now, these are a little tough, okay? So just let me know what you do. We're going to actually skip down and we're going to go to number here. Whenever you're ready, say scene.
Silly.
Huh?
Spanish.
Okay.
I made that up completely.
You've just moved into your dream home. A weekend, you start hearing a voice inside the walls, begging, whispering, crying. Then one night it says, "Please, help me. I've been trapped here for years. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. They'll kill me." You investigate and find a locked panel, blood under the edges, and then a tablet screen lights up on the wall and a masked face appears and it says, "Behind that panel is a criminal, a monster, someone who's hurt children. Now we've sealed him in to let him rot, but if you open that wall, he'll go free." You don't know who's lying, the victim or the predator. You have 60 seconds to decide what you're going to do.
I don't need 6. I'm leaving and calling the cops. Because if I don't call the cops, then I'm going to be the evil person that they put in the wall next.
Okay.
That's a human back there. I mean, first of all, why y'all got to put him in my house?
It's a new house. He was already there.
And how long is he going to talk to me? Let's say I walk away and say, forget it. How long is he going to talk to me after I walk? Like, I got to live there, bro. I can't bring nobody there. I can't have no company. Bruh,
Can you imagine bringing a woman over to the house? Yeah,
please help me. But
I'm so hungry.
What?
That's not bad. I mean, that's not good. It's not good.
It's not a good idea. Go away and call the cops. We're gonna make this real easy.
Oh man. Okay. This next one is a little dark. It's called The Parents Lie.
Okay.
Are you ready for this one?
I get it.
Parents Lie. Everybody close your eyes. We're going back into the zone. Close your eyes and stop eating. This man, I'll get you some more cherries. You gotta beg.
I like cherries.
All right. You wake up in a sterile room. Your hands are chained and a masked figure appears on a monitor. It says, "Your mother has cancer. Your father told you she passed peacefully in her sleep. That was a lie. He smothered her, said he couldn't afford the treatments. But I have the footage. The screen changes. There is a pillow in his hand. Tears run down his face and he's silent. The masked face says he's lived a free life since and even found a new love. But now I give you a choice. Press the red button before you and he's arrested, tried and exposed. Or press the green button and this video vanishes forever and no one will ever know. The chains release your hand and you fall down and you have a choice to make. The masked face says, one choice keeps the peace and the lie. The other destroys your family. You have 60 seconds.
Keep the peace with who, though? Because I ain't going to have no peace either way. And second of all, you said he goes to jail or he dies?
Yeah, he goes to jail. I mean, he's like tried and exposed. Yeah.
And you killed my mom?
Yeah, but...
You got to do the time, bro. you got to do the time. Because let's go back to the word trust. If you smothered her in your sleep and with no remorse and you went and found a new love and everything, surely you don't care about my life.
So I guess in this scenario, right, it's not that he didn't care. He couldn't afford it and he saw his wife like struggling. So the monitor, when you see the monitor flick on, like you see that it's not an easy choice for him to, it's like a rock at a hard place. Like she's suffering or whatever. And he's like, okay, I just got to do it. You know?
Did she ask for it?
That's not in there. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give you that. Are you pushing the button to make him go to jail and expose him, or are you going to let him go free?
That's still something that you communicate to the kids, though. You don't just make that decision without.
How would you have that conversation?
Your mom is suffering,
okay,
and you take her to the hospital where they do all this they can do for her.
That's what they did.
And then she came home, and then they realized they couldn't afford it to take her to the hospital no more. Well, brother, let me tell you something. Now, it's a difference between you rather go in debt and she passes the hospital, or you want to go to jail for smothering her. Either way, you're gonna pay a debt.
That's true.
And one debt, you're just not gonna have freedom no more.
That's true.
So if you make the decision, just go ahead and smother her in her sleep, or
Ooh-wee.
then you got to do your time, bro.
That's tough. That's tough.
You got to do your time.
Y'all let us know what y'all would do in that scenario, man. You ratting on daddy?
Cause you hot, bro. Like this your mom. Like,
no, absolutely.
And you probably didn't get a close. Didn't get like
no closure.
I don't know. I mean, what's really closure in that situation? But it's like, nah.
Yeah, that's tough. All right, y'all. We're gonna go back in the scene one more time, and we're gonna talk about the child at the door. Close your eyes. We're going to the scene. Let me hear you say "scene" when you're ready.
Scene.
I said "scene" when you're ready.
Scene.
I said, sing when you're ready.
See.
This man. It's midnight. There's knocking at your door and you open it to find a soaking wet child around 8 years old, shivering, barefoot and crying. The kid says, please, I ran away. He's going to kill me. You let the child in, but before you can ask questions, your TV flickers on statically and a masked face appears and says, this is no child. That is a vessel, a spirit seeking refuge. If you let it stay, you save its soul, but you risk your own. If you cast it out, it vanishes, and so does the danger for you. The child looks at you, eyes wide, trembling, saying, no, it's lying, it's lying. And the masked face says, one of you will not see tomorrow. Will it be you or the child? You have 60 seconds to decide. What would you do?
You just said it wasn't no child. I'm kicking that human out. First of all, I mean literally kicking. I mean, as soon as my TV cut on, I'm kicking. First of all, let's go ahead and put this in real perspective. I'm not opening the door to begin with.
It's an 8-year-old child.
I feel you. But if you say it's raining and it's
storming, yeah. And the child says he's gonna kill me.
Who is it? You know, we. You're not gonna know. Ain't no open doors. Who is it? And let's say hypothetically speaking, I don't have a screen door. I just have the wooden door. And I just open. I'm not opening no door. But if I have a screen door, I open that door. Be like, "What's up?" And be like, "Yeah, can you please tell me blah blah?" Is it dark outside?
It's midnight. Yeah. You would think about it for sure.
If you're knocking at my door at midnight, I'm answering with protection anyway.
Right. And like let's say you answer, and like let me give you this. You answer for whatever reason. You have your protection, your tool. You open up and you see that there's nobody else. It's literally just this kid.
I open up.
Like you open up the door and you see, like, let's just get past that. Like, of course you're going to be skeptical. But you open up the door and you literally see that it's a child. Like, you know, it's a child and there's nobody else. And it's like, they're crying. He's like, he's trying to kill me. He's kidnapped me. Da, 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 da. What you going to do? You going to just leave the child outside? And you bring him in. You say, who is it? The TV, as soon as you ask.
I'm saying, who is it while he outside?
Before you can ask a question, the TV flickers on. And this thing is saying, whatever face this is on the TV, is saying, that's not a kid. But the kid is saying, don't believe him. He kidnapped me. He's trying to kill me. I got away.
I said, we're going to make this real easy, all right? You stay outside in front of the door where I can see you. I'm going to leave the window open so I can see everything that's
going on. And you want the masked man to stay on the television?
Protection in hand. I can't touch the television. I feel like if he popped my television on, if I turn it off, he's going to turn it back on in the first place.
I'm more worried about the man on the television. How in the world did you?
Which means I'm not taking my eyes off the kid either. Because, first of all, it's just midnight. You come to my door, my TV never cut on like that with nobody on it. That means I can't trust you and I can't trust that.
That's fact.
This whole thing could be a setup. You ever seen people have done that before in real life.
They use kids
to get in. Yeah, we're not doing it at all. First of all, no. And kid, if the minute he said it's really not a kid,
it's a spirit, a vessel, and a body. I
gotta start asking questions.
Yeah.
And Glock's protection is still in hand. And stay right there for a second. Let me call 911. And if that kid tells me no, then we really have a problem with our hands.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right. Am I home by myself?
No. You have your fiance's there.
Code word. She know what to do when that code word happen. Then you get real equipped up there wherever you at. And I ain't gonna cap. I might go ahead and slam like the door right upstairs wherever we at, and we already posted.
Call the police.
Yeah, and let's say the cell phone shut down. We just gonna it's army time. You know what to do. I know what to do. Let's get it.
Oh man,
it's game time.
We're gonna tell Alexa we have an intruder.
Alexa, play. I can feel coming here tonight.
There you go. Mine's going. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Now that would be scary though, because like you would have like conflicting emotions. You have this like it's not like it's a teenager. This is a baby. You know what I mean? Like at the door, and of course you're gonna be like,
run next door. Then how about that?
Man, what?
Run next door. I can't help
No, that's interesting. What would y'all do? Would y'all let that kid in? Because the thing is, do you believe the person on the television or do you believe the child running away crying saying he's trying to get me, he kidnapped me?
Nope. 19.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
You got any more?
I've got several. I'm trying to see if I want to do another one. Give me just a second.
All right.
No, I don't want to do that one. Maybe we can do...
Just make it a quick go. That's why I got to switch the battery.
Oh, yeah. I'm almost done with it. Wait, we'll put
it. And now we're rare from our sponsors. What's up? It's your boy Taste Peace. Make sure y'all come to my show on June 21st. It's gonna be a great time, man. I will leave the link in the comments. Make sure y'all buy tickets. It's gonna be a great time. I'm a really good performer, and also I'm a really good rapper. Real talk.
On the 21st, right?
On the 21st.
Be there or be square. Wow. At Dimsdale, yeah. Yeah, we'll do one more. And this one's just for y'all. Okay, I'm just curious what you say. It's not too hard. It's just a scenario and see what happens. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right. I'm gonna have to try to freestyle this one a little bit more than what I wrote down, just to see if I can make it make sense. Okay. Mm-hmm. You hear an alarm. And a nuclear missile explodes, and you look in your bunker, and you see a TV on replay from something that's happened 2 years ago, right? You're in your bunker, and you know that you're in your bunker, and this is something that's happened 2 years ago, right? You look to your left, and you see that there's one other person in there with you, and it is your brother. But 2 years have passed since this fateful event, and you only have enough supplies left for one person. in this bunker. And as you and your brother talk about it, you start to see these lesions form on both of your skin, and you recognize, oh no, I have radiation poisoning. And from this handbook that you had in the bunker with you, you know that if you all don't get out, right? If you all don't get out of this bunker within the next 72 hours or so, you're going to die, right? You got to get out, and you got to figure out a way to get away from the radiation spot that's leaking into the bunker. And you look at your supplies and you see what you have left in order to escape. And you realize we only have enough supplies to sustain one of us. Only enough supplies for one of us to make it out and to actually have a fighting chance to make it to safety. Right now, we can either let one person leave the bunker with all the supplies and try to live and make it away to safety, or we can both stay in here, and in 3 days we'll meet our maker together. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I think the person who's trying to save their brother is gonna be like, let's split it in half and we take our chances. But I think it depends on how far we got to go and who has the better chance of getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I think because if you want to save both of our lives, if my brother has to better, like, you know, let's say he had to go through certain obstacles to get to the finish line to save both of us, then I got to get it to my brother. If I have the better option, a better chance of doing it, then my brother give it to me. Like, I think the natural mind is gonna be like, heck no, my brother gonna get some, I'm gonna get some.
But then how realistic is that, depending on the scenario? You know, like how far you have to get to. Yeah, absolutely. So
it's like it's really just about who can get there the fastest and who can get the help that we need and get the help to the other brother as fast as possible.
Right. And at this point, you probably won't be able to get help. So it's because you're in a bunker. You know, this is something that happened 2 years ago, and it's just the radiation has finally caught up to you.
Right. But the reality is, it's like you got being successful is a huge chance. You may or may not be successful.
That's facts. That's
so it's facts. Like you gotta shoot for the biggest. What gives you the biggest chance of survival? And whatever brother can get there the quickest, and also get back to me if it doesn't work out the quickest, is what works out. But if it doesn't work out, then we already should be talking on, like, you know, dang, if this doesn't work out, then stay where you at. Mm-hmm. And if you don't come back in so and so time, I know what's up. But no, that's my answer though, bro.
Yeah. That's a tough situation to be in. It's one of them things we got to think about. And I agree with you. I think most people are going to hear that. They're going to say, man, well, we just going to split the resources and try. I agree with you. I think most people are going to say that. But then when you start to really think about, well, what does that mean for the person that I love about? Like, that I love, that who's with me? And I think from my perspective, I'm going to weigh in on this one. I think I would have the same mindset that you have. Who has the better opportunity of actually making it out? Like, who do I think would actually live? And I would talk to him and be like, bro, so we have a decision. Either we can both stay here and enjoy the last 3 days of our life, whatever that looks like. And enjoyment is a strong word. We probably won't enjoy it because it's radiation, you know, like radiation poisoning. Or one of us can actually have a fighting chance of getting out of here. You know what I mean? And we just have to talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
you gotta eat the fruit, bro. We can get you some more fruit, man.
Man, fruit is fine.
No, I told you.
Fruit is fine. All right, man. What we got going on next, man?
We got A from the A.
You already know she may not be here with us, but she's here with us in spirit. Not here with us in person, but here in spirit. And I got her on the phone right here with us. I like that. Hey, got A from the. We got A from the. We got A from the A today, and she's not here with us.
But in spirit.
But she's not with us. But
what you gonna do? Hey, what you go?
Hey, everything from all angles. Everything from all angles. Yeah. Everything from all angles. We got A from the A today, and she usually between May and Tay. See, A from the A today, and she usually between May and Tay. What you gonna do? Say
what you gonna do?
Say, hey, say, hey. Yeah.
Everything from all angles.
Oh, everything from all angles. Anissa, I'm so upset with you for making us have to say that. You not in between us looking awkward and dancing. But it's okay.
What's up? It's D from the A, Arkansas to be specific. Don't get it twisted. And we did it.
And we didn't. Nala.
See, you mentioned Anissa, Pet Star showing up, right?
That is kind of crazy. Why are you in here?
She love your boy, man.
Does she?
Uncle Tay.
Well, Nala, I need you to get out. Thank you, good dog. So, y'all, Anissa left us a special segment that she wants to talk about. And as y'all know, we recently left a fashion show. That was the first time Juice 901 has done it. Juice 901 tries doing a live episode. And we really enjoyed it. It was cool. We got a chance to talk to some people there. And really, we sat front row at this fashion show. The theme of it being blackness, right? And really highlighting black fashion designers and black models and people who are really in the industry. And I mean, it was great to experience that. Something that I know Anissa loves and something I know neither one of us have really had an opportunity to dive into. And I thought it was just a dope opportunity for all of us. But what's interesting, Anissa says that Vogue has started to say that fashion shows began as something that was niche, slightly more glamorous version of a trade show that has evolved into an entertainment juggernaut that touches every aspect of pop culture. Fashion shows have an amazing Vogue has an amazing short film on their website that shows the evolution of fashion shows from the 50s up until current times. And the front row at fashion shows is always the most sought after place to sit, whether it's for publicity, for a project you're working on, your personal relationships with the designer, you're in photography, etc. You literally get a front row seat with the best view of the collections being shown. And Anissa says that she's sure you've seen pictures or videos of different celebrities, artists, models, etc. that are being seen sitting together front row during various fashion weeks. That's actually very true. You see that all the time on, the internet. Celebrities, you're like, man, you don't even dress well. Why are you sitting up there? But I guess her question is, after seeing this video that Vogue has put out about the evolution of fashion shows, is if you were able to attend, Tay, and I guess me as well, and you all as an audience, if you were able to attend any fashion show, what 4 people, living or dead, would you have sitting next to you if you could choose? So these people can be fashion forward, people you think you have the best time with, whoever. It could be whoever. But if you have 4 people to choose to sit around at the front row to talk about outfits that they're just crazy or cool or whatever, just 4 random people, who would you pick?
All right. Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
And they could be real or fake. I'm adding that. They could be real or fake people.
Oh, real or fake? Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
Harriet Tubman. Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Rihanna.
That's dope.
I need somebody who
choose somebody
match
fake.
My energy. I'm gonna go Beyonce, but I got you on the fake.
Okay, so do 4 and a fake. Do 4 real and 1 fake. So you did the 4 real. Who's your 1 fake?
Well, all of my superheroes gonna destroy the clothes, so they wouldn't be good people at all.
Okay.
Wolverine and Hulk is like the most two. The one that's getting drunk all the time is one. I want Harriet Tubman because I want to see her perspective on the Now's generation.
All my life,
I just want to see her facial expressions the entire time.
Bro, that's actually really cool. I like that
because she didn't smile. Not that she had a lot to smile about back then, but
she was working.
Yeah, I want to see her facial expressions. I know it's gonna be. Bro,
that's funny.
That's TV within itself.
That's
but my fake person, I would probably go with Storm from X-Men.
Okay, Storm. Halle Berry.
As long as she keeps cool.
Yeah, if she don't, then it's gonna be some stuff going on.
Shocking outfits.
Oh, all right. Ciao. I like what you did there, brother. I like what you did there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What 4 would I pick? I would pick Will Smith. I would do, cause my thing is I'd want to enjoy it and I'd want to laugh. Like I think I'd really want to laugh throughout the whole thing. So I'd pick Will, and of course I want to have perspective too. So Will Smith as one. I think I'd pick. You did a historical figure, so I feel like I got to do a historical figure. And then you did a serious one, so I'm gonna do a serious one. So I'm gonna do Will Smith. I'm gonna do Marcus Garvey. That's what I'm gonna do.
Thought you were gonna say Thurgood Marshall or something.
Thurgood is crazy. I'm gonna do Marcus Garvey. We're all supposed to be going back to Africa.
Can I change my historical figure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Hakom. Madam C.J. Walker.
Ooh, that is a good one.
I'm going Madam C.J. Walker.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Well, I'm gonna go with Will Smith as one. I'm gonna go with Monique as two.
Comedian Monique?
Comedian Monique.
Shout out to Auntie.
I'm gonna go shout out Aunt TT. Monique. I'm gonna go Will Smith. I'm gonna go Kelly Rowland. And then I'm gonna go. I need another woman who's like fashionista. I'm probably gonna go.
Tiana Taylor.
No, I'm probably gonna go. I'm call me crazy, but like probably like. Oh, that's tough. Will Smith, Monique, Kelly Rowland.
Brenda Song.
Oh man, Brenda Song was funny. Oh man, this is tough. This is a good question to answer. Who's number 4? I'm battling between a couple people right now, so I'm trying to.
All right, well, you battling. Who I say my fake person was?
You're who?
Storm, fake person.
Yeah, Storm.
Take that back and put Raven Baxter.
That's funny.
Oh, Raven Baxter beside me.
And then my last one's gonna be I want to make love to you. Oh, they really much.
So because I chose random Raven Baxter, you want to choose Orlando Brown?
I think That's about crazy. It every single day. I want to make love to you,
what?
Baby. Can't you see me naughty? Cause I love it when you see me that way. And when it did all screwed up, make me want to do an instant expression on my face. And I was like, that would be hilarious. So yeah, I'm gonna go Orlando Brown. I'm gonna go Monique. I'm gonna go Will Smith, and I'm gonna go Kelly Rowland. That group is crazy. They're all different, and all of them are not gonna want to sit next to each other.
You're not gonna enjoy that fashion show at all.
I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have a great time.
You're not gonna.
And then my fake character. If I had to do a fake character to go along with it, I'm gonna do Uncle Ruckus. I'm gonna have a great time. They may not.
Or the event people. Nobody's gonna enjoy that show but you, and you would never be invited to no other show in life again.
I'd be okay if I could get that to happen. I wouldn't need to do anything else.
So let's do Anissa. You know, I would actually invite.
Brett, I got you, bro. I got you. Take your time.
You ready?
Try now.
I would actually invite the creator of Christian Dior, Alexandria McQueen, actually, which is his wife. Mm-hmm. And I will actually invite. Actually, give me just a second. I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name.
Okay.
What was her name? Give me just a second. I'm sorry.
Take your time, girl.
I'm sorry.
Take your time, boo.
So actually, let me rearrange that. My 4 people are Anna Winter.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Zendaya, she actually give us 4 people?
Zendaya.
Okay.
Law Roach, and guess the last one is.
Guess the last one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Kamala Harris.
That's a good one. I'm not. That's a good one. Heck yeah. I definitely will be around Kamala Harris, but no, Rihanna.
Oh wow! How could I never?
Rihanna. I would definitely invite Rihanna.
Now that probably would be a really good group, but I don't think you could have a conversation with them. I think they would literally sit there all quiet.
Well, I don't know a lot of these. I know Zendaya and I know Rihanna.
Who are the other 2?
Law Roach and Anna Wintour.
I know Law Roach, but no, I feel like they would just sit there. But also, like, she has a different appreciation for it.
Yeah, exactly. They would actually enjoy it. We would be playing.
Yeah, we would be having a different kind of time.
And this would never invite us to another fashion show in life.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we will be, especially your people. My side will have my side will be more quiet and collected. It will have like whispering jokes here and there.
No, mine would too.
You have Uncle Ruckus on your side.
Monique and Will Smith.
First of all, Monique and Uncle Ruckus get into it the first second. Will Smith slapping Uncle Ruckus immediately.
Well, Uncle Ruckus is just gonna grumble. He gonna wait until they pass. Oh yeah, dirty.
And somebody gonna hear it.
But they could.
You're not even gonna beef with the people on your line. You're gonna have somebody behind you gonna hear it. And that's we see this
Marcus Garvey gonna pull out the sword and kill him.
They're gonna be the face of the person behind you. Right there, bro.
Oh,
right there.
Not Diddy. That whole lunch table. Look at this man right here.
All I'm saying is, bro. That's some good pizza though. Look out.
No, that man's like, I don't even want to be part of this. No.
But man, shout out to Anissa. That was a dope segment.
Yeah, for sure.
Next time you gotta do this.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have gave more enthusiasm.
Yeah, no, she'd be able to explain it a little bit better. But I think really the focus of that though was not really just if we had the opportunity to sit on the front row, but also like highlighting the fact that we did just get an opportunity to be live in person with a fashion show, and we're able to see and explore that different crowd, the different group. And it was cool being able to meet some of the designers and even getting invited out. There was actually a fashion show this weekend too. Unfortunately, we can't go. It's on Father's Day, but just being able to make connections and explore different groups of people, who are interested in different areas that we've never been exposed to, but that we've never been exposed to before school.
And I think I just find it more interesting that, like, when you find, it's like when Nene look at me and when I'm talking about music, I'm talking about something like, I'm like really, something I'm really invested in, like seeing people really invested in, because, we're not really like as you can see, guys, we're not really like I'm going to put that on,
I'm just wearing a collared shirt.
Bro, no name brand might I add. Just a blue collar shirt.
Ain't nobody paying us, so I can't wear nothing with a name brand on it.
He got it inside out. That's what it is.
No, it's not. This is literally a collared shirt with no brand.
No brand, bro.
They said, "What are you wearing?" I said, "A blue collared shirt."
A blue collared shirt. Don't have club approved. But no, like, man, it's just seeing people who interested in what they're interested in. I think that's the best part. Like, even the fashion show, like, it's not my it's not something I probably go to by myself.
Don't judge me for that. I'm listening to you.
It's not something I go to by myself. But I would say that it actually was an enjoyable time. I think that it made me realize just how much when you show passion, it brings me to what you're interested in.
That's facts. Like, I don't even have to like it.
No, if you show... Sequoia, what's her name? How you pronounce her name?
Sequoia
Watson.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I could be wrong, but yeah,
she was one of the models. Mm-hmm. Z5, what's up, so what's poppin'?
And we said your name wrong. We apologize.
It was his fault.
I'll take that.
But like when she came down the aisle, not the aisle, but you know what the aisle.
She came down the runway,
but it was like I own this. This is mine. This is what I'm here for. Even if I don't do it on a regular basis.
Nobody else is here.
I don't care who come after me. Mm-hmm. It's fierce. And then, when they come back and they look at the other person, they look at the person they pose with or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like when you give that, it don't matter what you're doing. If you're rapping, if you singing, own whatever you do. Be the best at whatever you do. I don't care how inexperienced you think you are. Own it, bro. And because it stands out and it makes a person who's not interested or who knows nothing about it the number one prospect when it comes to you walking down the lane. Absolutely.
Life is all about perspective. So if you show somebody your perspective and you mean it, I think it's easier for them to be drawn in and actually pay attention to what you got going on.
Are we clipping that? That's a good one. That was a good one.
Is what it is. They called me preacher for a reason. But no, man, that was a good segment. I actually like that. It's a good job. Good job. Let's give me your flowers.
But if you enjoyed this episode of JUICE 901, the DA&D podcast, the official dad podcast of Memphis.
Dad.
And in case you're new here, Dad stands for Dane, Anissa, and Darian. But I go by Chase. But Darian is my real name.
Darian. Is that with one R's or two?
Two R's. Two R's, mine.
Darian.
Like DJ Zeta said, ZETTA. 2 T's. Don't play with me.
Oh, that's funny.
But now, man, make sure y'all tune into the next episode of Just 901 Podcast. But make sure, let me know if y'all enjoyed this one. Let us know if y'all enjoyed this one.
Absolutely.
We're trying to be as consistent as possible, man.
Absolutely. No, we really do appreciate all the love that we've been getting. Y'all have been showing out on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie.
No cap.
Y'all have been showing out. I mean, 14K on the last video. I mean, the 1 point whatever million, 1.6, 1.7 million on the other one. So
shorts going crazy.
Shorts are going wild. And then on YouTube too. So appreciate all the love. We appreciate the consistent people that are rocking with us. Even if you don't agree with us, stay along for the ride. We want to hear why you don't agree. It's dialogue.
Even if you don't agree, you gotta appreciate the authenticity.
Yeah.
Well, what we say, I got it on our profile actually. I put it on our profile because I like the way it sounded because it describes us.
Endless. Okay.
It's endless topics and unfiltered authenticity.
Ooh.
Endless topics and unfiltered authenticity.
We all heard it here first, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Juice 901. You can find us on all platforms at Juice 901 Podcast. That is at Juice 901 Podcast. And if you are looking to shout out your business or to sit on this couch next to one of us, you can reach out to us at Juice 901 Talk.
No. Juice 901 Talk at gmail.com.
There you go. Juice 901 Talk at gmail.com. There you go. So please reach out to us. Even if it's just you want to have an advertisement. We specialize in making music, as you can see my good friend at the beginning of this episode did. So let us know if you want to rock with us. We'll rock with you as we have many others before. So yeah.
We got the juice.
I think we got it right.
We got the juice. Juice 901. Let's get it.
Alrighty. Yeah.
And we don't own the rights to that beat, by the way.
Pow.